I brought my agent to my show at the main room.
Oh, yeah? How'd it go?
I bought my dick off.
Farting in regular yoga class, fine. Farting in hot yoga is...
First of all, just want to touch on that. Not fine to fart in regular yoga class. Do you know how many shows I've done with people I didn't want to fucking see? I don't. A million?
All of my bridesmaids are wearing potato sacks. I don't give a fuck.
I wish I was worse when I drank, so I'd stop.
Boy, the dicks I've sucked for literally nothing. Here we go again. Welcome to Slobs!
Oh, yeah.
We're here.
We're here.
Hi.
Hello.
It's Monday again.
Hi, it's Monday. Welcome back to Slobs.
I really wanted to have something more fun to roll into there, but I kind of let you down.
I don't know what we're supposed to say.
I mean, what can you say to the podcast that's about nothing? You know, it's another day.
Our podcast isn't about nothing.
It's about everything.
It's about your breakup. How are you doing?
Yeah, the whole thing's about my breakup. Holding on by a thread, you know?
Atta girl.
But that's
It comes in waves.
the
That's
waves
all
are
that's
very
expected.
weird.
Yeah.
Like, okay, full transparency for everyone. We recorded 2 back-to-back. This is the second in a row.
Yeah.
And just, I went upstairs to pee and just had a wave of sadness.
Oh,
And I was in the bathroom like, pull it together.
Oh, that was you next to me. You should have said hi.
Yeah, I also farted. I'm sorry. I should have said excuse me.
You didn't laugh
I
at her
didn't know
fart?
who was in there. No,
It
I
was
didn't laugh at her fart. I didn't know
She
if
didn't
she was
know
my
it was
friend
me.
or not.
And I was gonna
fucking
be,
animal.
and I was
I
gonna.
always laugh at a fart.
You don't laugh at people's. You laugh at people's farts in public restrooms.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Out loud.
sorry. Oh, yeah.
Dude, I will go to the airport. We're pivoting. Sorry, we'll come back.
No, we don't have to.
Doesn't
Please,
even
God, don't
need
come
to
back.
Be said, but I will go to the airport, put my noise canceling headphones on, and just take a shit. It's my routine.
Yeah,
before
yeah, yeah.
every
Who
flight.
cares if someone's laughing?
I don't
You can't
give
hear
a
'em.
fuck. I'm like, oh, is someone at the airport gonna think it's funny that I took a shit and tell all their friends and
You
everyone?
come
No,
out and
no, you don't
TMZ
think
is
the
there.
worst case
Yeah,
scenario.
no, that's not gonna
I'll
happen.
never see them again. Who gives a fuck?
No,
they're gonna be like,
I put my headphones on when I shit at the
TMZ is
airport.
there.
Remember that girl we saw in Corden a couple weeks ago? I was at the
She
airport.
farted at the airport.
She
Yeah,
ripped
I
a new
did,
hole in the
'cause
universe.
You have to shit and fart before you get on the plane.
Yeah. I laugh at my own farts, though. If I fart, sometimes
me
it's like
too.
insane. Like I had one the other night. I woke myself up and it was like, eh. It was like a question. And I'm like, this
God,
is insane.
I have to tell you this story. So
Farting?
I
Middle of the night. I was like, ah.
I silently farted during a nap with Dave, and it it smelled so bad that it woke him up. He
God.
woke up and he was looking for the smell.
He's like, what is that?
Oh,
He
God.
woke up and his eyes were squinting, and he was walking around the room with like his back hunched, and then he was like, "You made." You made it smell bad.
He finally
was
figured out it
walking
was
around
you.
looking for it because he thought something was wrong.
That's
I'm like,
so
did he have
funny.
Paced it back to
Yeah.
my butt.
I wonder what his like last moment of a dream was before he woke up. That is like there's like a nuclear power plant was leaking, and he woke up and he's like, "What is it? It feels too real."
That's
smell
so funny.
waking
A
you up
smell
is wild.
is bad. That's my biggest worry whenever I like start dating somebody. I'm like, which is few and far between. I have to be like, I have a farting problem. I fart all of the time.
That's not a problem.
No, but I fart like probably 40 times a day.
Wow, that's
And I'm shitting a lot too.
I
It's not
also-
all I do is shit and fart. Why am I alone?
Dave farts the funniest sounding farts. They're like, they're so small.
like
Squeak.
scurriest squeaky
They are
farts.
the smallest sounding farts I've ever heard, and they never smell like anything. And
Fuck him.
I silently
Fart, and it's the most
try to
disgusting
sneak
thing.
one by, and then I'll realize that I did it, and I'm so embarrassed. But I'm
Yeah.
also like, I don't know. I've always said like, oh, go to the bathroom if you're going to fart, but then really like being in a long-term relationship with
No,
someone
you know-
that's
no.
not fucking.
What, are you gonna go to
It's
the bathroom every
weird.
5 minutes?
Yeah, I live. Guess what? Bye. I
do
live in
know
the bathroom.
people
Then
who are-
that's
I
my
know
home.
women who are in long-term relationships who still don't fart in front of their like fiance.
No, that's psychotic.
No, you know what though? I would try to not fart in front of my partner, my now ex. A couple slipped out here and there, but I would just like try to. So I'm just gonna go over
yeah,
here.
yeah.
But I constantly wonder if I'm holding those in, and then at night it's just like ripping out,
Probably is.
like all night.
Also, doesn't your stomach hurt when you hold them in? Mine gets really crampy.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll try to like sneak them past if I think I can, but I'm not just like. I'm not just like letting the big ones
Oh yeah,
go,
when your
you know?
partner just doesn't care at all, and they just go, "Rrr," and you're like, could there be a little bit of like tact here?
I feel like,
A
okay,
little
I will say,
allure.
I think this started because I've talked about this before, my first boyfriend had no sense of smell. So I'd fart
She
all of the
doesn't
time.
smell.
Well, then I'm going to fart around her all the time. Also, Susan farts, and it's the funniest thing.
That is ableist, okay? That's just, it's rude.
Shut up.
It's rude.
That's like you gaping your asshole in front of your friend because they're blind and being like,
Okay, that's absolutely not that.
they don't
Gaping
know.
your
And then
asshole
they're
in front
like,
of your
did
blind
someone
friend.
fart? And you're like, yeah, someone farted. And it's just your whole asshole in their face.
No, that is absolutely not the same thing.
I know. I'm trying to make myself a
It's
victim.
exactly the same.
God.
As someone from the nose blind community, I am offended.
Calling it nose blindness is ableist.
I feel like you
I'm
should smell
nose
Susan's then. They're
visually
bad.
impaired. It's that.
That's bad.
It's called
Why not just nasally impaired?
it's nasally impaired.
Mm-hmm.
Nose
sounds
visually
worse.
impaired? Your nose can't see,
you can
motherfucker. What are you
smell.
talking about?
It's
can smell.
There's
Look
a
at me
word. It
like
starts
I'm
with an O, and I can't
ridiculous.
remember what it is now. Great, I've lost my brain too. I'm
Right,
slipping.
that's it. You're slipping. You're
Well,
sad.
your
the sense
nose
of
is your
smell.
olfactory sense.
Yeah, it's called It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
See, nobody cares about the nose blind
Nobody
community.
does.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
you know
yeah.
how
no,
many?
That's
no.
true. Nobody
do you know how
does
many
care.
people like me have died from gas leaks?
Oh,
Zero.
God. Do
both
you know-
from the butt and the stove.
Oh,
Maybe
speaking
like
of
one.
gas leaks, I think my nose is a little too much because I was staying at my buddy Daniel Webb's house. I was watching his dog. This is like a year ago. Walking his house, I went, gas leak, gas leak. I'm like, immediately, I call the gas company. I call him. I'm like, there's a gas leak. He's like, Steph, I've been there. There's no gas leak. Guy comes over. He's like, this has been leaking for weeks. And I'm like,
That's more about him than you.
I was like, you and
He's
the poor
nose
dog.
blind.
I'm like,
Did he have-
did
did he have COVID? Like, what did he smell?
No, nothing. I don't know. The guy came in and has like, I have to turn this off immediately. I'm like, yeah. The second I walked in, I went, that's gas. Like, I smell too much though. I smell
That's
every
not too
bad
much.
breath in the
That
city.
is
Thank
enough.
God for your nose. That what a
let me tell you
gift.
now.
You saved Daniel's life.
I saved his
It
life.
does sound like any normal person would have smelled that.
I
based on
really
the guy's
thought.
reaction,
Yeah,
which is
seems like it
holy
was a
shit, how
very
did you
bad
not
gas
smell
It
leak,
was a
and I'm
big
worried about
gas leak.
Daniel's
Yeah.
nose now.
I had gas leak in my house too. Smelled it right away. They came in, shut it down. I like, but then I smell breath. I can right now list every male comedian with bad breath
Do
in
we have
the city.
okay breath?
Can you
Yes,
smell
you do.
my
I would
breath
never.
from
I would
here?
know.
Okay.
You would tell
I
me.
would, and I would know.
I would want you to tell me.
And I would tell you.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, I wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
If either of you had bad breath. I mean, as I'm sitting here sucking back coffee, my breath is probably a fucking
Well, if you
gaping
catch
asshole
me
right now. But
if you catch me with bad breath, I
you've
worry 'cause
never
my,
one time had bad breath.
Okay.
Neither of you have.
Okay, I'm very conscious of it. I work.
Yeah.
I
And
work
you
hard
floss.
not to. I do.
Not a lot of women do. They're
I brush my teeth.
Some women.
I scrape my tongue. I use mouthwash, and I
just got a
floss,
tongue
and I
scraper.
chew gum frequently throughout the day. And if I'm home before a show, I'll do a second brush.
Yeah, this
Wow.
is yeah.
You're-
which I think is where a lot of comedians, let me tell you, slip up. Is they don't do the
It's
second,
the second brush.
before
Or
the
yeah.
any
show.
or the tongue
flossing.
scraping
You can't
or no flossing.
just brush your teeth in the morning and be cool until
no,
like the next morning. Like, what are people doing?
yeah. Well, and
You
the
must floss.
No, you
Yeah.
must. I floss every day.
I floss every day.
Every single day I floss. You have to, especially
every
before-
day.
I have to put Invisalign in. I can't
Absolutely.
have chunks in my Invisalign.
I heard someone say that a dentist say that they would rather you floss every day than brush every day, and that doesn't mean that
Oh,
brushing
wow.
isn't incredibly important.
But that's how important
just
flossing.
how important flossing.
Ginger-
I want to
Gingivitis.
just go on record and say that I know I just said the flossing every day. I'll do I have two, and this is the thing I know I just need to be better at. I have built-in retainers on the front, like 4 teeth on top and bottom from after I got my teeth straightened.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to have like special floss. So
You gotta get in there.
sometimes I skip a day here and there. I'll do the rest of the teeth.
That does sound annoying, but that's all the more reason
Yeah.
that you need to
And there's a
floss
front-
because that's
Trapped.
more places for something to get trapped.
and you
Yeah.
have good teeth.
You're
Yeah.
right.
What are you
And
doing? You have
they're all I have.
pearly whites.
I
Get
gotta
in there.
hold on to
They're
these.
not all you have. You're absolutely gorgeous, but they're a good feature, and it pisses me off a little bit that you don't even floss. My teeth
Yeah.
look like fucking dog shit, and I take
I
incredible
do
care of them.
floss. I just sometimes am tired and I don't do these ones, which I know I should.
That's a problem.
All right. Well,
I
lesson
could be
learned.
Those are your
hammered. Last night,
moneymakers.
hammered, flossed.
Those are your money makers.
They
I
are.
know, and they're not
Chomp,
really
chomp.
working. So maybe actually I'll have them fall out, and then I can get cast as a witch.
Speaking of which, we're going to film a really funny video at her house.
Leave the witch roles to people who already have shitty teeth. Don't let your beautiful teeth fall out to be a witch.
Well, no one's casting me in a Colgate commercial. Colgate?
Why not? Have you applied for a Colgate commercial?
I have. I have emailed them pictures of my teeth every day. Can you imagine?
Every single
why they-
day.
Hi, Crest. Just checking in again. I'm an influencer.
What's the craziest thing you've done, like messaging somebody like that, like a weird thing you've done?
I tweeted at Sinbad that he should have me open for him.
That's so funny.
I think it was also
I have a
in
weird
a
thing. I
city.
don't put myself out there like that.
I'm about to do something.
I'm trying
I
to do
need
better
stop
with
myself.
brands.
The cringiest things that I've done have been just like messaging comedians who already lived here before I moved here to get on shows, but that's not cringy. It's
That's
just
part of the
something where
job.
when people do it to me now, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, what?
Too
Yeah, no,
many
no.
people ask me for stuff. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
I go
for me to actually try to do it.
comedybureau.com.
Yeah.
If like a
Yeah.
very close friend of mine asks me to help them get on shows, then I'll do it.
Yeah.
But like random people who open for me once, does that make me a shitty person?
No, I don't.
'Cause I just get a lot of stuff like that. And
Very
I'm like,
overwhelming.
I'm trying to run my own shit.
It's also, guess what? Go find out yourself.
Welcome to
I have people
fucking
from
LA.
Canada who message me like, hey, I'm coming to LA. All right. Cool. I'm not giving you a single fucking contact.
Like, also,
I came
I'm
here on
trying
my
to be
fucking
booked.
own 7
Yeah.
years ago. I lived on a couch for 2 months. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Figure it out. I would bike to open mics, knock it on, and cry the whole way home. Go figure it out. I'm not giving away my contacts. No, I'm annoyed.
Right.
I'll
Too much
give
work.
contacts to close people who I know are really funny.
Sure.
But I'll just go, this is the contact.
And that's it. I'm
Reach
not
out.
giving you.
Well, also the thing that makes me feel shitty is that like I'm not doing shows anymore that a person could just come to town.
Oh, yeah. I feel the
and
same.
get booked on.
I've been doing
Yeah.
most
So
of clubs.
having said no to those shows, it would be shitty of me then
make
to
it
put
shit-
this person in a position where they're like, "Oh, Lara Bites said that I should do your show." What? Lara Bites didn't even do my fucking show when I asked. her.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And now she wants me to put up some fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I
Bozo.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
who I've never heard of.
But
yeah.
I can't think of a nice way to say like no. So I just
always
ignore
default
it.
to the Comedy Bureau, and I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
fine.
like-
and I'm very honest.
Oh, I'll do
too.
that.
I'll go,
I'll do that.
Yeah.
thecomedybureau.com, and then I go, you know, I and especially since like post-pandemic, and this is the thing I keep saying I'm going to get better at, I've kind of just been mostly doing club spots.
Yeah.
So I go,
Yeah.
I'm not, I
don't
need
know.
to sit down and figure out who's who
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I feel like I'm out of the loop.
Yeah. I
I only do club spots or shows that pay very well that would not book these people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So it's like,
Like, yeah, no, I
it's
can't
also
help you.
do the work.
Yeah.
So I have to tell you this. This is what I'm going to do, and maybe I need you to stop me from doing it. So I'm obsessed with this band, Death from Above, 1979. They're a Canadian rock duo. I slipped into the DMs a couple years ago. The drummer, Sebastian, who runs the account, he's been answering me. And it's his fault for answering me because he's got me worked up.
We'll go on record. Drummers, not good people.
He's married. I'm
Fine
pretty
people.
sure he's married.
Bad lovers.
Here's the thing. I would love this man to just
Fine lovers. Bad
this
boys.
man can tear me
Yes.
apart and bury my innards in the ground, and I would still want to text him. Here's the thing. So the first time I did Bill Burr's on the Ringers, I mentioned a band that I saw at the Telegram Ballroom, and it was them. So I sent him the clip, and I went, "Hey, I'm actually talking about you guys in the clip," and he liked it and said, "Very funny." And I went,
Of course he did. That's fucking awesome for them.
That's so cool.
but I didn't say the band name, but I was like, "It's about
He
you."
doesn't
Whatever. He
think
doesn't care.
you're
He doesn't
some
care.
dork.
No, he does.
No, you're amazing.
I'm about to send him the Netflix clip. Is that crazy?
No, that's so cool. You have to.
But I'm like, it's not. I don't know. Okay, so I already asked.
Steph,
I DM'd
fuck
them.
this drummer and marry him.
He has a wife, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
but I
Do they
DM'd
need a
him.
unicorn? Be their like third thing.
I asked if they wanted
I
me
think
to
I'm gonna
do
do
a,
that.
co-
Don't be
a
their
comedy
third.
video.
Don't be people's third.
Why not?
Because
no
it comes
commitment.
from a place of a lack of self-worth for
No.
you. Not for everybody. For you, it comes from a place of not feeling like you're enough to get more than that. You're not someone's third. You're someone's second.
Oh.
I want to
No,
be
but
someone's
first, yeah.
Second of two people having sex.
Oh yeah.
I don't
I
know.
can see where I lost you on that.
I'm just
but
gonna
that's what
take
I meant.
love.
Have you had a threesome? Either of you?
Fuck no. I'd rather die.
I've had
Threesome?
multiple
I can
people
barely get
in a-
myself through a twosome with my fucking head up. You shitting me? Yeah,
I've
let's
had
add a person. Let's
I've had
add more
threesome
genitals to this situation.
with two guys.
barely manage.
I've had an almost
Really?
All right.
Yeah.
Two guys.
Yeah, I took a little trip to Paris. It's called the Eiffel Tower. Get with the program.
Isn't that?
Wow. Wait, so it
Wait.
was Andy and a different dude?
Oh, it was not Andy. My God, no.
You've gone to Paris with multiple dudes?
No, I was.
You went to Paris by yourself.
called the Eiffel Tower.
I thought only
little
gay men
second.
did
I didn't
that. I didn't
actually go
know.
to Paris.
I thought it was a gay man thing.
You went to a bar called the Eiffel Tower?
The
You
Eiffel
went to
Tower-
a gay bar called the Eiffel
No.
Tower and fucked two dudes?
I'll tell you what the Eiffel Tower is. I can't believe you don't know.
I can't believe you don't know.
Eiffel Tower
It's
is
an
when
act.
there's a person in the middle, and I guess
thought I knew
guess
what the
dudes
Eiffel
do
Tower
it
was.
because you said you
I thought it was a
only
gay. Yeah.
No, it's anyone do it. So there's a guy fucking you from
do
behind,
it.
and you're sucking the other guy's dick, and then in theory they didn't actually. They high five over you. It looks like the Eiffel Tower.
That sounds
They didn't high five.
like more work than just getting fucked from behind.
Yeah, but if you like sucking dick, which I do, it's a problem. It probably speaks to self-worth issues. Who knows? But while you're getting
people-pleasing.
fucked, yeah.
But
Hey,
see,
you ever crush in front of a crowd of 300 people? You know what it's like to make two guys come at the same time? It's amazing.
You
Oh,
made two guys come at the same time?
Just
Stop
Kegel.
singing. You made two guys come at the same
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, and they squirted over me like the fountains of the Bellagio.
They did
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
Did they
and then
really?
the music
went,
played and the lights came on. Yeah.
Well, like when Ariel comes up
Yeah,
over
yeah,
the
yeah.
rock. And then they're like, could you not do the singing? That's,
Yeah, why was it queued up?
I feel like
ready to
if
go?
I did all of that, I would cry at the end. I feel like it would bring up emotions, and
No, I want
I
it.
would still ruin it.
I think of that moment, and I doubt I'll ever do it again, and I don't know if I'll ever but
That's a once in a lifetime sort of situation.
maybe
you just described.
I felt very sexually empowered in that moment.
Oh yeah,
Because here's
I
how
love
it
this
happened.
for you.
I want it.
I think that this should happen for you.
I'd love it.
Oh yeah, it wasn't, by the way, two guys being like, you got to fuck both of us. It was two guys who were very clearly having this like alpha male trying to out hit on me, which let me say, that doesn't happen that often. It's not two guys being like, notice me more.
Yeah.
And they're just kind of like, ha ha, ha, but it's clearly like
All right.
they're both hitting on me. And I literally was like, all right, are we going to do the Eiffel Tower or what, guys? Because like,
Wow.
I want to fuck.
Wow.
And I'm not here. I don't. And they were like, what? And I was like, yeah, let's go. Let's fuck. And
I'm wet.
it was, where did that girl go?
I'm so impressed.
She's coming back.
She's in you.
Oh,
'Cause
she's
I'm
coming
like, yeah,
back.
she's in me. There's a lot of things in me swimming around. And then I've had almost like threesome. I had an almost threesome with one of my sorority sisters and this guy, but I just fell asleep on the floor.
That's
They were like in the bed and we're like, yeah, we're gonna fuck you. And I was like, I'm gonna lay down. And I just laid on the floor.
Good night.
While they fucked.
The closest I've come is I talked to a friend of mine about fucking him and his wife, but I really didn't want to, so I never did.
okay. Well, then there you go.
I get propositioned a decent amount by couples.
couples,
after
yeah,
shows.
yeah,
I was drunk. I would talk about it while drunk, but I really didn't want to. So I
No,
didn't.
that would have been awkward if you knew like, the friend and the wife. Like, it has to be a stranger
Yeah,
wife.
strangers.
I
Yeah.
liked both of them, but it didn't translate into a sexual.
No.
I had an almost fivesome situation, and then it just sort of dissipated. It was college. It's just, everyone's just like making out
Yeah.
into me like fucking one dude. But then
The
I kept
idea
fucking that guy for
Of having sex with
couple
a woman
weeks,
is
so that was
repulsive
nice.
to me.
It's sex with multiple what?
The idea of having sex with a woman is repulsive to me.
Oh.
And the idea of having sex with two men sounds just exhausting. Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, it's the energy is the problem.
Yeah.
I did.
I'm not
What
repulsed
did
by
I do?
women,
No, I've done.
I'm not repulsed by women.
definitely
I'm
bisexual.
repulsed by the idea of having
but
sex
I've
with a
never
woman.
gone further than being like, nice honkers. I've never done that to
I know.
somebody.
I did it. My first threesome was out here in LA. I was here doing this crazy pilot for a week, and I fucked a guy and a girl in our hotel room, and it was. I think I initiated it, and halfway through, she cried, saying that she has a boyfriend, and I was like, "Well, I don't, so I'm gonna keep fucking him."
It's always, yeah.
Excuse me.
Wow.
Yeah, and I have another time.
She just stood there crying the whole time.
She, well, no,
While you're just, like,
she's like, you can
riding
keep
his
going.
dick.
So I just kept fingering her. I'm like, all right, I'll just keep fingering you, fucking you. Here we go. And then another guy. This story you'll love. Is that I met a guy at the Rainbow Room, an Australian guy off Bumble when I first moved out here.
Ooh.
And I got there, and his friend's there, and I go, oh, I didn't know we were all hanging out as a group. I thought this was a date. He's like, oh no, my buddy's he's going to come by. He's kind of going through the breakup, and I'm like, huh, okay. We end up getting so fucked up. I'm doing cocaine at Saddle Ranch, and I went back to their Airbnb, fucked one guy, and then after I fucked him, I went to go pee, and his friend was like, I guess the Airbnb didn't have a lot of doors, so he could hear us fucking, and he was jerking off, and he's like, just sit on my face, and I went, all right, and then I just squatted on this man's face.
Oh, you're a goddess. See, this is
No,
like,
and then no. Then I went back to bed. I snuggled with the other guy.
Snuggled with the other guy.
Went back to the other guy. Left the next morning. Went to go show my friends how hot the guy was on my phone. Blocked me. Unmatched me and blocked me on
whose
Instagram.
face you sat on? Or
No, the
guy
other
you
guy.
fucked?
The other guy fucked.
Oh, well,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
because you sat on his friend's face after you fucked him.
Yeah, probably.
Or he was always going to do that.
Yeah, I think he's always
like,
going to do
fucks
that.
girls.
He was the
doesn't want to be a
hottest
thing.
man in the entire world. Literally the hottest guy I've ever fucked in my life. Australian, long blonde hair, fucking six pack. And then I'm like, no one believes me. I'm like, I can prove
believe
it.
you.
He was the hottest guy I
I
ever
believe
fucked.
you. This is. Oh yeah, I know. You're like, I don't even have the photos.
And then they're like, oh, really? And then they just picture me literally with a gargoyle, just like some man that's just living in a puddle. I'm
like, that's
there he
a
is.
cardboard cutout of Thor.
Yeah,
Steph.
I'm like,
that's not
oh,
a
he's the
man.
hottest guy. But then I was just moved here, so I didn't have a phone yet. I was completely lost. I had to walk for like 2.5 hours. I just kept looking for the observatory and just walking north because I had no money and I had no phone. And I was like, all right. And then I walked and had blisters for weeks. Anyways,
God. Well,
fun
at least
story.
that's all you had for weeks. My God. I mean,
I can't believe the on the Netflix thing I joke, but I had chlamydia. I've never actually had chlamydia. I've only had HPV.
I was gonna go. Oh, you had chlamydia.
I've literally only had HPV bad, but that was it.
Bad.
Bad. It
Oh,
was
but I know
really
it turned
bad.
into cancer. It was bad. It was bad. Oh yeah, they get in there, the whole thing. Yeah,
They blast you with ice crystals and shit.
yeah, they had to go in, needle in, burn the fucking cells off. You smell your own burning
I've heard
flesh.
so
Nightmare.
many stories from friends that.
Oh yeah, no, it's hell. But I was like, shocking that I haven't got more. I should have. I've been gross.
You've been lucky.
Gardasil injection. I was like
Oh,
one
you
of the
did?
first people to get that.
Oh, shit.
One of the it was. I got it when it was like new.
Oh fuck. When you were like young, how old are you?
How old am I?
No, how old were you when you got it?
I don't remember.
I got to tell you, I got the Gardasil injection.
I was like the oldest end of people who can get it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got it. And got to tell you, the first time this thing showed up, a couple months after that. So I don't know about
Really?
Gardasil.
Huh.
Maybe you gave me
The cyst.
rheumatoid arthritis.
Well, that's anecdotal. Definitely.
Yeah, no,
Not go
don't
blaming
take
vaccines for
me
stuff.
out of context.
Yeah,
and make
yeah,
me
yeah,
an
yeah,
enemy.
No,
I
I
have a
never took
hump.
it. I never took it, but I haven't gotten. There's other strains. I've never gotten another
You
strain
can
yet.
still,
Not yet. Oh, I
I
can
think
still
you
get
can
it.
still get it.
Oh, you can. There's a million strains.
That's the thing is
A
they go
million.
like, it covers 9 strains. How many are there? 300.
Yeah, literally. No.
And how many affect men? Maybe 1.
But it keeps you from getting
Michael
the
Douglas.
strain that causes cancer, right?
I think that was the main thing. Yeah.
No, there's more than one strain that causes cancer, but it does
Does it keep
protect
you
you
from,
from
getting the
some
9
of the
strains
cancer
that cause
strains.
cancer? Oh.
And some cancer strains and some genital wart strains.
You know what the problem is? I think it comes down to American healthcare because I got my PAP and then the girl's like, okay, you can come back in 4 years. I go, 4 years?
Yeah, no, they
I
started
go-
doing that. That didn't used to be a thing.
I
It used
go,
to be
what
every
means
year.
Every year.
Every year. So every year. Because that's how I found out I had fucking
And 2
HPV. I had an
years
irregular
ago-
PAP.
Yeah,
I was
they-
like, what the hell is this?
Yeah,
And they-
now they just I
4
think it's
years?
better to let you die. Yeah.
It's absurd.
Yeah,
also,
no, because
also,
you,
like,
you will die.
you
If you get a PAP and then 2 months later you got HPV and weren't going for 4 more years, and you got like the heavy cancer causing HPV, you're fucked.
and you don't know. So I had both. I had the outside warts and then I had the inside cells.
Yeah.
Obviously, I saw the wart. I'm like, what's that? And they're like, that's a wart. I'm like, kill me now. And then after the warts went away, whatever. Then they did the now you have cancer inside. I'm like, what do you mean inside? What's going on in there? So like, you can have the inside and not even fucking know you have anything inside. You don't
you could
feel
not
the inside.
feel anything.
You have to have a PAP. Women, fuck the 4 year thing. Every woman needs to go
You
once a
insist.
fucking year.
And
You
by the way,
have
they
to.
will take you if you insist.
You
I don't know
have
with
to go.
HMOs or like whatever if it's like they're not gonna what the prices would be, but like I insist. I go like
I
no,
think
I
they'll
won't.
have to.
cover it
You have
because
to.
I have an HMO and I ask for stuff and they give it to me and they cover it.
Yeah,
There you go. Also,
But-
you have a
But
yeah.
you have to. I've heard
you
that
have to be proactive.
I've heard that the thing that you have to do is ask for something, and then if the doctor says no, say, I want you to document me asking for this and you saying no, and then they'll be like, okay, well, we'll give you the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause they know, 'cause you're
But
like-
if you get cancer, you can sue their fucking
Sue the
nuts off
shit
for
out of
refusing to let
yeah.
you be tested for it.
Yeah.
Huh.
How are you now? You good? How long?
Oh yeah,
ago
no,
was
this was 10 years. I'm 10 years clean.
Yeah.
Great.
I know.
You know what's interesting is that there's not a cure, but that your body can clear it out.
Well,
In 8
here's the
years,
thing.
I heard.
They do say there are things. So when I got it, I was fucking bad. I was bawling my eyes out. I like didn't whatever. Anyways, I think I've told this story a million times on the podcast. Long story short, I took this cream that's like cream for skin cancer, and it had the reverse effect. So my pussy blew up, and I had like 3rd-degree open wounds. And they thought I had herpes on top of warts. 3 doctors came in and went, "Ooh, what?" And I was like, "Ooh." Like, it was a fucking. I couldn't sit on my bike. I couldn't work. It was fucked for months. It was
Your
insane.
fucking skin.
No, my skin's fucked. My pussy went. It
just-
bleached. It went bleached because it bleached my skin. So I
Did
had
you
like a
put
white.
some on
I had
your
like
asshole?
I had a Michael Jackson pussy for like literally for like.
Do you have any more of that? I want to put it just right in my
No,
little-
it was. They,
Then what happened?
so I went back to the doctor and they're like, we have to get you off this cream immediately. They discontinued it at my doctor's office. Like, we will never ever. They were so apologetic. They're like, we are so sorry. I went online and looked all the reviews. My skin is burnt. I have open wounds. Like, fucked. They should not have given this skin cream to me. So
Basically, it was supposed to like probably burn off the wart.
But guess what? It burned whatever it is. It burned it out of me. So it fucking got rid of the HPV. And it said if you start working out a lot. So I immediately started training for a half marathon. And I was running like 19K 3 times a week. I was crazy. I was like,
And
I
diet
want it out
probably
of me.
helps too.
Diet. And I was like, I'm not fucking having this in my body. HPV's leaving right fucking now. So I did all this crazy shit and it's gone. I haven't had it since. But was
holy
it worth
fuck.
it? Was it worth what I went through? No.
No.
It was like, picture them thinking I had herpes on top of warts. That's how bad. So like it brought more warts out. So at first when I went in, I had 1 wart. 1. And I was like, what's that? Like, that's a wart. Do you want to burn it off? Do you want to cream? I'm like, I want the cream. And then I went back and they're like, oh, it was disgusting. It was like cauliflower. It was fucking fucked. I had a boyfriend at the time too. Like we had to buy a vibrator because I'm like, he can't touch me. I can't touch him. Like, it was disgusting. It was a year of my life of hell. And then finally, all the warts, everything finally healed. And then I go in for a checkup and they're like, and now we must remove it. It's cancerous now. And I'm like, what? Like I was like, it was insane. I was
Well,
like,
and it can happen
how
so
am I
quickly
even-
that, like-
it happened quickly. Yeah. It happened all within like a year. But I kept going in like.
And you had a
about
boyfriend at this time?
Mhm. Like 3 years in total. I think the whole
Had
thing
he ever had
lasted.
sex with anyone else?
He was my third person I had sex with. So that's the thing, and I'm a raging whore now. But I'm like, I think I got it from him, the guy that
I got chlamydia from my first boyfriend, from the first person
I knew
had
a
sex
girl
with. Not
who-
first boyfriend,
Insane.
first person I had sex
I
with.
knew a girl who got genital warts from the first person she ever had sex with.
it's wild. This was the third guy I had sex with, and I'm like, and he had no symptoms, so I'm not blaming him. He didn't fucking know he got it.
But that's the fucked up thing is like a guy can just, it's like they could have, they're walking around carrying cancer in their dick.
Yep,
and
they
have
are.
no idea.
No idea. Unless they get an outbreak, they have no fucking clue.
They have no clue.
They'll
And
never
it's-
know. There's no way of test. I think there is a way of testing now on men. There is like a blood thing or something.
But they
There is
have
a way.
to go do the test.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that.
Why would they if they don't have symptoms? Because they don't think about it.
And then I,
Men
like-
will have symptoms and not go to the doctor.
Also, men don't care. Like I would right after I had this, I was like, okay, I had to tell every man now I have HPV.
And like, okay.
Literally, the first guy I told him like we're about to have sex, and I go, oh, I need a condom. He's like, I don't have any. I go, well, I have HPV, and he's like, what's that? And I was like,
Are you fucking-
okay. And then it went into detail, and he's like, okay, so what's the worst that will happen to me? I'm like, you can get a worse in your dick. And he
You'll
went,
give
all right.
women cancer?
And we fucked. No one cared. I told like 5 men afterwards, and they were like, okay. I'm like, all right. Like, also, the worst part about fucking HPV is condom, no condom. It does not matter. It's around the base of
It
the
lives in the
balls.
sheets.
It lives, it's like around, and this is the so fucked. It's all the way down to your boxer shorts area now, is how bad it
Be
is.
like,
That's what my doctor in Canada told me. She's like,
wait, there
it's
could just be
that.
like cells that you don't even
Yeah.
see.
Oh, yeah. So even if you're riding your boyfriend and you have underwear on and he has fucking boxers on, you can still get it.
So
We've
get
been
Gardasil.
talking about HPV for a half an hour.
Well, this is Slobs. What do you want from us?
Let's move on. I also talk about HPV all
I
the
just
time.
feel like
I don't
I'm
care.
the voice of how much time has passed. I feel like I've adopted that
I'm the
role in the
clock.
group of being like
Let's go on to something
in
lighter.
a half an hour.
Well, also, I like talking about this because
I mean,
it's like
it's
people should
it's
important.
very
know.
important. And you should fucking
Yeah.
know. But
Yeah.
I'm saying you have to get tested once a year. I'll give
Yeah.
a fuck if you have a clean pap. It can be irregular. You must go back. Fuck this system. Go back and be like, I'm getting my
It's
fucking
also-
pussy scrapped around.
You could have a clean pap and like the cells just haven't changed yet, but
Yeah.
they're in the process,
Yes.
so that it doesn't get picked up.
Yeah,
like you
exactly.
always have to go, and this is making me actually realize I am overdue for one. So thank God we had this conversation. But to go back to like the lighthearted part of like, oh my God, it's a miracle. Nothing else worse, whatever. I'm just thinking about like those threesomes and those things, and it's like there's a big part of me who I think I could see myself being someone who just for life is just someone who's like, yeah, just go out and and doesn't settle down. And I don't know if that's just the breakup talking.
It's the breakup talking.
That's
You're
the
saying
breakup
this.
talking.
You're gonna. I guarantee you, by the end of the summer, you're gonna meet somebody.
Up until
I
he
guarantee.
How do you know me so well, even though you haven't known me that long?
fucked up your relationship, you were happily in a monogamous relationship
Yeah.
until he started acting out outside of your relationship. You were happily in a monogamous relationship.
And you weren't thinking of any of
Which
this.
means you are capable of being happily in a monogamous relationship for years, for almost 3
but
years.
that doesn't mean that I need to be in a monogamous
No,
relationship.
you don't
to
need
be
shit.
happy.
No, absolutely not.
And there is a part of me that sometimes wonders, is my tendency to lean toward that more comes from like the trauma of wanting someone and like some type of like self-worth because I'm being accepted by someone, and also social norms.
Yeah, and also the fact that
Like, is it
I get
checking
the
the
thing.
box to being like, I have a boyfriend and my career is going well. I'm doing it all.
I don't think so,
Like,
though,
why is that all?
because you just were happy. And I think that people who are polyamorous, which is another option, are okay with.
I don't want that.
No, I don't want that.
I don't want to be in multiple committed relationships.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
that-
yeah.
No, I'm saying,
yeah.
like-
That's a lot.
In my mind, I'm like, I don't do relationships. But maybe that's just who I wish I could be because it'd be easier. I think there's just like a psychological thing of like, imagine if you could somehow make yourself not want it, you know?
And I don't know how to do that because I'm trying to do that right now.
Yeah, to just
I'm
go,
really trying to be like,
I
you
don't
know
have
what?
time.
I also don't have time. And I also don't need it. Like
But there's
I
always
like,
the part of you that's like,
but then I see friends who have babies, and I see like my friends going with couples and dates, and like stories of their boyfriend traveling, and I'm like,
I'll be the baby.
I've never traveled with anybody. I'm wildly alone, stuff like that. But then there are nights where I'm having like crazy threesomes, or like we're sitting on some guy's face. I'm like, well, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
But then I was like, well,
You sat on Thor's face.
yeah,
Maybe. We don't know. We'll never know. She was blocked. It could have been
it
Thor.
was hot. It was very blocked. He's like, I don't want. He's gonna watch me on Netflix.
I
I'm
really
"Oh,
like
God."
being in a relationship, but it is work and you do give stuff up, you know?
Yeah, and I just wonder sometimes, I'm like, is that energy that I put into that or would put into that actually better spent somewhere else.
For now, for sure.
Oh,
now-
yeah, for now, of course.
Yeah.
This is hot girl summer for you. You're about to get your labia removed from someone's mouth. You're getting it sucked off. All your holes are going to be bone dry by the end of the summer.
I'm not touching anyone until at least 4th of July.
No, you don't have to be touched. You
That
can lie
is
there and they can
very
come in and touch you. yeah.
That is very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, that's a month.
Okay,
In
actually,
like 2 weeks, dude.
I'm going. No, you know what? It's too close.
It's tomorrow.
I'm going to go solo, me, lean in. Like, this is what I want to do. So we'll see how much I hold in up of this. But like over the top, corny, like eat, pray, love level of self-love until my birthday.
Do you want to
Okay.
hear something
Just to like
so annoying and gross?
really build those habits that I haven't let myself build.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I lean in for, I want to hear it. I just want to finish my thought.
Yeah.
If I lean in for a couple weeks and just like obsessively do it, then it will become a thing where I don't have to go, I have to make time. I have to be better about this. Where I'll just wake up and I'll have my green smoothie and I'll go for my hike.
Yeah.
And I won't go, I have to find time for the hike. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I want to just overcompensate for a little while to build the like, because I do have a tendency to like get codependent and go, what do you like? What's good for you in a relationship? So having that like, no, these are the things I definitely do.
Yeah.
I do them all the time. Like establish for myself that I don't like draw a line on.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. And you should.
You tell me what you were going to say.
I have a prediction,
Uh-oh.
and maybe I'll be right and maybe I'll be wrong, but I predict that you will be ready to hook up with another guy before you find another guy you want to hook up with.
Oh, I mean, for sure. I've had flare-ups of thoughts of horniness.
Yeah.
I definitely like, yeah. No, I've been
We're
like,
friends.
hey, what about this guy?
Yeah.
And then, but that's what I realize is like, I think I need to force myself to have more time. Because I've had thoughts like, hey, I'd fuck that guy. And then like on the second, like a few days later or like a little while later, like re-examining, I go, no, I
That's
was just
what
trying to fill a hole.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
the
yeah,
annoying
yeah,
thing
yeah,
is
yeah.
even if you just want to hook up, you have to find someone who's good enough to hook up with.
That's the other thing too, is like, I don't want, if I'm going to hook up, I want it to be like fun. It's like,
Yeah, you don't want it to make you fucking feel bad about yourself.
I don't want to have some like sad boy can't fuck. I'm almost like, look,
No. You cannot have a not working penis. And I'll tell you right now, good luck trying to find one that works out there right now. I hate to be the bearer of the news of the world, but guess what? A lot of them don't work anymore. They've stopped.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how is it?
You need to
age?
put-
Is it that
it's-
they're taking those hair loss?
It's everything. It's heroin addicts.
and hair loss pills.
It's hair loss.
That's a podcast.
I don't know what it is. It's everybody. It's every age. They don't work. Tony, does your penis work? Then fuck
Tony's
Tony.
25 years old.
Given. Mwah. Let's bring in his ex-girlfriends to corroborate. on this.
Yeah.
Current girlfriends. Let's. That's a game show. Does his dick work?
Let's bring them in.
This man says his dick works fine.
Kill me up first.
You know what I think it is? I think
Yeah,
until like you're right, but I think my maybe rule for myself is like unless someone who I find very attractive is like aggressively pursuing me, I'm not making moves.
How aggressive.
Not aggressive sounds aggressive.
Yeah, it does.
But is really showing up and being like,
I just
I'm
wanted
really
to make sure
into
it wasn't
this.
like 50s grandpa level of aggressive where
A
it's
lot
like,
of people.
he asked
Yeah.
her out again and again
Yeah,
and
and you're
again,
like,
and
that's-
finally she gave up.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
you know
that's
what?
not romantic.
Grandpa
creepy as
never
hell.
left Grandma. He stayed by her
He
side.
just hit her a shitload, but she couldn't own property or make her own money. So
I'm
she
not
stayed.
gonna own
Isn't that
property.
romantic? They held hands until the grave finally freed her.
Yeah. I have an opposite opinion here. I think you should go fucking ham
I should
this summer.
pursue. I should go balls
no,
to
I
the
just think
wall.
I just think you should just fuck. You need to get some fucks out of the way.
Yeah.
And guess what? There's going to be a lot of bad ones. So I just think you should.
Do you think I need to just like get them out of the way?
Yes. I think you
I
should
think
get
it'll
on.
make you miss Andy. I think it'll make you sad.
If it's a sad fuck.
Oh, it's going to be bad.
I think
There's-
my
it's
first
just
one
so
I
many
needs
had
bad
a
to
sad
be-
fuck after a breakup, bawled on his kitchen floor. This was years and years ago, and I was shit-faced, but I still bawled on his kitchen floor. It was
you
very
bawled?
depressing.
Oh, try having him
He
ball.
stepped over me and said, "Jesus Christ," and went to the bathroom. This was someone
Well,
I like
that's
knew for years.
very
What a dick.
rude.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
that's-
was an asshole.
I had
He was an
sex with- yeah.
asshole, which was why I was crying about having fucked him. I was like, I can't believe I just fucked that guy.
Good or bad, I needed to be someone who can pick me up. I can't fuck a
Physically or
Yeah,
emotionally?
no.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
not.
here's the thing.
Trust me, there's not the strongest man in the world cannot pick me up emotionally.
You need
I
to leave
am-
Los Angeles because every man here is 4'1" and
Yeah,
they don't have a
pick me
penis.
up.
Let's go where
So-
cowboys are.
Sorry.
Let's go to Montana.
Ooh, let's go to Montana.
Yeah, and just fuck some.
Yeah, let's go to Montana.
Let's
I think that your vision of a Montana man might be better than the reality
There's
of a
like
Montana
3 hot
man.
guys in Alaska. We
As
could go
someone
there.
who has had Tinder on in rural areas, the men are
Okay.
more spread out. There is mathematically less to choose from. That's not to say anything hateful to any of our
I didn't say he had to have a
rural
nice
listeners,
face. I
but-
said he had to be able to pick me up and fuck me.
Okay.
And have a working penis. These are a lot. You're asking almost too much.
But what do you
political
sacrifice?
views have to match your political
Absolutely
Oh,
not.
also-
fuck me like you hate liberals.
Fuck me like
Well,
a redneck.
then you're good then, because
Oh,
there's
yeah,
a lot.
no, I don't have to spend time with you. Hate what I believe in.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't hate women. You know, don't get abusive. Well, you do.
Well, if
Hate
you vote
them
for Trump,
enough.
Do you
they're
want to
gonna
get picked
yeah,
up and fucked
sorry,
right?
yeah.
Or do you want him to respect women?
Hate them enough to make me come. Yeah, that's the thing.
You ain't gonna get both. Sorry.
Yeah, no, men who like
Sorry.
deep
Do you
in
want
their
someone who's
core.
read Emily Dickinson or someone who can pick you up?
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
like the kind of man who would be emotionally soothing, that just loves women
Can
and
we
is
see if
deeply
I can pick you
respectful.
up? I feel like I could pick
You
you
can
up.
definitely pick her up.
I don't. Okay, we're gonna see.
I'll talk about it. I'll explain it.
Least gay way for me to...
I mean, not the well, under the shoulders.
I'm
no.
very bulky.
Okay, like that. That's a weird way. I figured you'd go around the waist. You went like above the breast. It was a very strange way.
That's how I
would want a
what
guy
if
to pick her?
Yeah,
what if
yeah,
a
yeah.
man fucked me like that? He's
Yeah,
got
yeah,
me
it was
under the breast.
insane.
Guy pick a lady.
Well, I mean this way,
Yeah, forward way.
Okay.
and then it's this.
Yeah, it's this. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, that's good. This is kind of hot. Yeah.
You want my dead weight?
If you, I mean, yeah, this would be perfect. You guys would fuck perfectly. Look at this.
I feel like I could
This is very cute.
car right now.
Aw, carry to her car. What a
That
sweet
is
thing I
very
just
reassuring
watched.
because eventually
That was the easiest thing I've ever
Yeah,
done. My
that
back
you
doesn't
didn't even strain.
tomorrow she's like, I can't get up.
She's incredibly light. I feel like you should pick her up right now.
We could all just pick. Listen,
I think I can pick both.
we got to
you.
practice picking me up because eventually I will be relying on you guys to carry me out to stage from my chair that I refuse to wheel out in.
Oh,
Tony, make a mark. That's the clip for this week.
No. I think we'll just get like a slip and slide and just oil you up and just push
Send
you
me
out.
out.
Yeah, I'm not
Good evening,
walking you up. And here she comes. This is wet.
Get her
I
some
would
kinda-
love that.
I'm picturing a bedazzled electric scooter for you that also has like army tank things around the things
Oh, that's
where you
fun.
can tank up a couple stairs.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
gonna get you fixed up
yeah.
with something cool. That's where the GoFundMe was.
Oh, yeah. Where you can just get up like a whole set of stairs.
We'll get you some
Wow.
good pills. We'll
Yeah,
get you
yeah,
a bidet.
yeah.
We're gonna rhinestones on it. I have a whole vision. We're gonna
This
get you
is
set
great.
up just fine.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Country music's
We're
going to
gonna
play.
get you. I'll tell you what we're gonna get you is a big pair of sunglasses. It's gonna be a whole look.
I'm gonna be they're
Yeah.
gonna be like, she's so Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Here she comes again.
We're gonna get you. Do you know what we're gonna get you? We're gonna get you a little
There she
Stephen
goes.
Hawking voice box to talk for you, and it's gonna be so fucking funny because you're gonna do your opener with that, and then you're just gonna talk.
Then I'm like,
You're
ah,
like, I'm just fucking
You know
around
what?
with you guys.
This is
That
great.
I
is
do
a
need the
deep-
chair, but I don't need that box.
Can I
No,
tell
this
you
is
guys a
great.
deep, like, worst case scenario fear of mine is that there are joints around your vocal cords, and if those collapse, I'm
Well, that doesn't need to be
I-
fear because
Anyway,
Well-
there
because I'm going
aren't.
to be taken care of.
I don't want to tell you something this is going to make it go very dark, and I'm so sorry. Lou Gehrig's disease. There was a comedian in Toronto, and she got it in her throat, and it's a nightmare. And
But
she
that's
could
not
not
what
talk.
she has.
No, you don't have that. But I'm just
No.
saying that is a possibility, and I hate to put that in your head, but it,
I think
Yeah,
about it
there
all
are
the time.
things that can make it so that people can't talk.
yeah.
But,
But
you
you
know.
don't have them.
No, you don't
I
have
don't
that.
have them.
No, you're just going to
Yeah.
be covered in cysts.
I'm
You're
not
gonna
gonna be covered in cysts. I am
Yes,
going to
you're
have
gonna
gross
be
hands.
No, she has arthritis. She's not going to be covered in cysts.
Well, I mean-
if the lining here, it's
But Tony has that. He
it
doesn't
also
have
like
arthritis.
rheumatoid nodules become a thing, and they're like they come out
See?
here.
She's
My
gonna
hands
be
are going to
lumps.
turn into this. Maybe not.
Well,
If you
I
get
don't
a couple
think
polyps on your
so.
throat,
Maybe.
there are things on an iPad you can press the button and it'll be like pizza, and you can it's fine.
Oh yeah, thank God. I'll have all my needs met.
Oh,
It
yeah, you'll
also
be
has words
a
and
prop
stuff.
comic.
You can type shit out and then press play,
Can
and
you
it'll say
imagine
stuff.
my opening act?
The future of prop comedy.
Pizza, and the crowd's like, pizza lady.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's the only thing it says. Do you think I'm saying that's the only thing it says?
It is on for me.
could.
What else do I need? Pizza. Wipe my ass.
If you want to
Cyst.
order it, if you want
I'm
to
gonna
order
have
a
to
hot
get-
dog at Costco, are you going to want a voice thing that only says pizza? Didn't think
has-
so. And do you
I feel
like
like
the
you
hot
really
dogs
nailed
at
me.
Costco?
You
Yeah.
also are
You
going to
do.
need it to say hot dog.
Yeah, she also
what
did
are all
want a
the
hot dog.
Costco foods?
We went to
what has
Costco
be
the other day. You wanted
Pizza,
the hot dog.
Hot dog.
Chicken bake. Oh, she's mixing it up.
Oh.
Smoothie. She can't eat Whole Foods anymore.
I worked with young adults, and many of them were nonverbal. And we went to Costco, and they ordered food by themselves.
That's
and you will too,
beautiful.
little buddy.
Oh, look at
Aw.
this. Oh, I can't wait for you to
Oh, thank you.
Grow up.
Grow 40. It could.
None of this is gonna happen.
You can't wait for
Yeah.
her to be ravaged by her
It's-
disease.
It's
None of this is gonna happen.
Looking
That's what-
forward to right
it's
now?
funny
Knock
making
on
fun of
wood.
it.
It's
None of
very
this is gonna
mild.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
It's moving very slowly.
Yeah, I think
so
you're fine.
I
It
could,
is going to be fine.
Yeah, it could be years before anyone can see anything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the good
But
thing.
I like, it's like that thing that you and I talked about where I'm like, sometimes you got to look under the bed. If you're afraid of the monster, you got to look under the bed. Follow the fear through to its conclusion. What's the scariest thing? Okay, what would
My
we do?
future hands.
I don't know. Solve it. We'd be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
By
I'll
that
be
point,
fine.
there might be
I'll
like
dead.
other hands you can put on your hands that have been made.
New hands.
New hands.
Worst case scenario, new hands, bedazzled wheelchair.
Why in God's name did you get Edward Scissorhands hands surgically put on for your new hands? Like, I don't know. I just thought I wanted to mix it up. Like, this isn't any better.
Scratches all over your face.
Have you ever seen? I'm shouting at my own sketch. I did a sketch years ago where I lost an arm and I had a fake penis as my arm, dick arm. And
I have
then
not seen this, and this is so funny.
It's the funniest sketch, but it's so old. It looks so bad. And then my friend came back years later. I finally got the surgery. If you want to come see, she's like, "Oh my god, you got rid of it." I'm like, "Mm-hmm." And she comes, and I just got a bigger dick put on it.
I was going to say, is it a bigger dick?
Oh yeah.
Of course it's a bigger dick.
Yeah, of course.
I wanna
we got
see
the Latin
that.
King.
You
It's a
think
very
she
funny
doesn't know
sketch.
how to
Yeah.
write
Oh
a
my
fucking
God.
joke? Of course
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
I
a
want to
bigger
make
dick.
sketches. I want to
absurd.
make more sketches. Let's
Well,
do
yeah,
it.
we have the one.
That's
You come
fucking-
out of the little.
my little closet.
Yeah,
My
she's
Harry
a little
Potter
closet. We want her to come out of it, and she's the roommate.
Why have we not done sketches with you as a baby? I had no idea you were so easy to hold.
Let's do it.
Well, this is real. Let's
Baby
let's
lady.
adult diapers and start to do
I
baby
will.
lady.
And then I'll meet somebody.
Oh,
who will be
people like
real into
that.
me.
Oh, people like diaper shit for sure. There's definitely some weird
We
baby
could
stuff.
today find you someone who wants to put you in a diaper and fuck
For
you.
money?
Have you seen those weird? There's a weird one where it's like a baby fantasy where you come over and you get changed and stuff. You're like, my mama, my baby, and they're in a crib. It's sick. It's adults. I don't know where I saw it on. It's like a weird sickness.
I feel like
gross.
It's really bad.
Steven. Fuck, what is his last name? Chelsea Skidmore's husband.
Randolph.
He has a story that he's told on stage about
Really?
like showing up to someone who was into that.
Oh,
Ew.
God.
Yeah, he's got some dark
I
stories.
want to
Oh,
hear
that's
it. What
Yeah.
happened? Did he
wild.
sexually entertain it?
I don't know. I think he did put on like a diaper. I don't know.
Oh,
He's got some funny ass
God.
stories from.
Ew.
But it's
I don't like
just-
that.
Yeah, I'm like ew. Unless it's for money, I guess I could be a baby for money. That's just. I won't fuck you, but I'll be a baby for money.
I don't think I've ever had anything. No, I had a guy that would make me tell
Sorry,
him
I'm
stories.
still on the last
No,
thing you
it's-
said. I'm not making this horrified. He said, I'll be a baby for money. And I was like,
No, that's no. Do the feet thing before the money.
I will do
baby
the
thing.
feet thing. Who
yeah,
wants a
I don't
little
feel like
sample?
we've taken the feet through to its
Oh,
conclusion.
oh,
Let me see
oh,
it.
oh, that's a
little
tease. That's
That's
10
a
cents.
cute little foot.
That's 10 cents.
That's a cute little foot. Get it out of our frame now. Let's not do
Yeah,
this.
we're not doing
I
that.
don't need to do that.
Yeah, it'll cost you.
that.
That's going on
That kind of party.
Patreon only.
Patreon only. Do we have Patreon? No, we don't.
We
It's
should,
just my feet.
we should have.
I started a
we should
Patreon
have
behind
a
your back.
Patreon, and it's just feet clips.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what? Feet clips and baby sketches and other sketches.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I like that.
You could actually have a Patreon.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
JMS with like her feet and in a diaper, and we take a cut. We're like her gross pimps.
Yeah. Hey, I'll do it. I'll take the photos.
That's it's, you
I'll
gotta.
edit them.
Oh yeah, I'll contribute in some way, and then I won't feel bad about taking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me step on your.
You can style them. You can like put like
paint
things
my
around
little
them.
toes. Yeah.
I'll paint your little toes.
Oh, but there've been fun little areas like the Ann Getty's, you know, the little baby photos where it's like cabbage. We can do
is
that with your
so
feet.
Funny. We should absolutely do an
Just
Ann Getty's
Getty's
photo shoot.
With your
Candace
feet.
Thompson
It's
already
so
did one.
Oh,
With feet?
Yeah.
God damn
Not with
it.
just feet. No, with feet it's fine.
Oh.
She did a full. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Is it her as
Like,
a
and
baby?
I wish that like
I
I would love
loved to have done one.
I
of
would
the
love to
three
be
of
like,
us
can we do it as a
an Ann
series?
Getty's photo shoot.
But like, yeah, where we're just in child's pose
Motherfucker, I'm
naked.
so pissed someone else thought of that first.
I
damn it.
think it's so funny with the feet.
The feet, yeah, little baby feet.
Just your feet around weird things.
People would.
People like it.
Should we make a Patreon? Do you guys want feet stuff? Do
I
you
mean,
want sketches?
regardless of
Do you want just the full video
listener
episodes
response,
up there?
I think it's
Yeah. Oh,
That's an easy thing to release, maybe.
That we can do.
Tony blows his head off behind
Yeah.
the glass. He's like, it is absolutely not an easy thing to release. Go fuck yourself. Well, now that we figured out my future savings plan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Okay, so you're happy in a relationship. We're going to go.
I've
fuck
written men
strangers.
off. I'm done. I told you I've deleted the apps. We're done right now. We mustn't. We cannot.
All right, we're doing self-care summer.
Self-care summer. I still want to get fucked though. I still want to get laid.
And then we're getting
I
fucked
still want to do the fun stuff
Fucked
you
fall.
guys do, just minus the part where you have sex with people who aren't my boyfriend.
Yeah, come out. You can come out with us and watch us desperately try to hit on men in public.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
come.
Yeah.
When's our next trip?
She just pops in. She's like, hey guys, just got to say, we've been talking about you guys fucking for about 30 minutes now. She does the same thing. We got to do an outing. Let's go somewhere. Let's have a
Go
girls'
somewhere.
night.
We got a girls' night. We should do a fancy. There's like apparently a really good singles bar in Santa Monica.
I was just gonna say, let's go to new places. Let's be like, I haven't tried this place.
Oh my God, I live in
Little
Culver City.
restaurants,
You
little-
guys are never in my part of town. I would
it's a
love to
cute
go to a
area.
singles bar in Santa Monica.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go. We're going out there, and we are gonna challenge you guys to also put yourselves out there. Where
Are
we
we?
are,
We're doing-
if you're hot and tall.
Yeah.
You don't have to be that tall.
Yeah. No,
Can
we
you
want
live?
tall. No, we want tall. We want tall.
Okay.
I want tall. You can take.
People get mad at me if I say I want tall.
Just say them, and I don't give a
I
crap.
go tall, at least 5'6". You know?
How long have we done now? I feel like this episode
People
is
do get
9 hours.
mad at short women wanting tall men.
Yeah, because it's a numbers
Dave's
game.
sister is tall, and he said that she gets pissed off about that.
Oh yeah, I dated a 6'4" guy once, and I would get the looks I would get,
Yeah.
where I was like, "This must be what people in interracial couples feel." I'm just kidding. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for saying you're kidding.
Yeah. I was like,
I'm sorry if I already told you this story on the podcast. I dated an Indian guy in college, and one time we were walking past a couple, and it was an Indian woman with a white man, and he watched her walk by, and he said out loud, "What is she doing with that guy?" And I was like, "I am that guy. What do you mean? What do you mean? What is she doing with that guy? You're with a white person." And he's like,
my
"Yeah, I don't know.
gosh.
It's weird." And I was like,
What?
"Great, good."
That is so crazy that
Huh.
I think a person who didn't know you might not believe it.
Yeah, no, it was the most
Like,
insane
that
thing.
is-
That's wild.
Unbelievable.
We dated for 9 months, and he didn't say I love you, and I was like, "Well, I'm out."
That's too long.
That's a long
wait,
time.
what?
No, that's too
When did
long.
you say you loved him? Did you say it before that?
Yeah,
When-
I don't know
when?
when. Few months in,
Yeah,
probably.
a normal amount of time.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Never said it.
No. And I was like, he's like, I'm not ready. And I was like, well,
Bye.
Well, then
I'm
you-
not
Yeah.
waiting.
Yeah. See ya.
Sucker. He's a doctor. He's married. He's fine. He's not a doctor. He's a pharmacist.
He might
Couldn't get
be.
into medical
He might be a
school.
doctor and married, but he might still be emotionally unavailable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Can't-
He
Probably.
might be married to a woman who is getting breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
No.
I got to tell you, sex also was bad. So,
Well,
you
then
know,
that's
yeah,
number
no
one.
shit. The sex was bad. He couldn't tell you.
You think
loved
he
you
said
after
I-
9 fucking months.
I
You
love
think he
you on
cares
the
about your
first date
needs
to
in
that
bed?
woman. He's
Yeah,
like, I
he's
love
a-
you. Is that enough? Please don't go.
Please don't go. Oh no, toads.
Yeah, that's the guy that I used to.
Whatever
matter.
you break up with, though, the guy is bringing that into the next relationship.
That's important to remember.
It's always this negative fantasy that people have when they break up with someone.
he's gonna
what
become
if
a
it's good with
king.
her? What if he loved her? I bet he told her he loved her. Like, no, she just put up with the same shit that you did not put up with.
Yeah. Right. I think about that too, where I'll be like,
I hope
oh,
he improved. I hope he went to therapy. I hope he's available to give and receive love. I fucking highly
yeah,
doubt
but
it.
it's even if all that's true, like he's still fucking the same. You don't get better at fucking unless you make a concerted effort. to
One time
learn.
I was dating a guy, and he, incidentally, also an Indian guy, and he told me that he's bad at sex, and I believed him and never had sex with him.
Oh
That's
wow.
so funny. Then I will not be having sex
Oh.
with you. Wow,
How
good for
bad
you.
must a man be at sex?
To admit
to say
that he's bad.
he's bad at sex.
Do you think his move was like, I say I'm bad, and then they're
And then-
blown away,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
he
yeah.
never. He's like,
No, I
Wait,
think
isn't working.
that
I'm
his
never having
move
sex.
was to say that he was bad and then to be bad.
yeah, because it's like it wouldn't be like I'm a terrible driver. Let me drive.
No,
He
that's
was, he was
weird.
bad at kissing. Why would he be
Okay,
fucking
bad
good at
kissing.
sex?
Oh yeah, it's people. You got to be able
It's
to like.
also not that hard to be good at sex.
You have to.
It really
listen.
isn't.
I don't know. The things that turn me on are like connection, feeling safe, a little bit of eye contact, some laughter. And that's a lot more than some people can give.
Yeah.
Depends on the moment for me. What I'm looking for.
I don't know. Sex is not just like a physical equation for.
It is for me sometimes.
Sometimes it
There's
is
a
for me.
type of sex that's like that like it's a deeper connection, and I totally resonate with what you're saying.
Yeah.
And there's some people that I'm like, the worst thing you could possibly do right now is look me in the eye.
Oh yeah. No, I literally sometimes I want to be just
Fuck me like a
fucking-
dirty
yeah,
whore.
like that a dirty rag, a dirty
Like in
dusty
a
rag.
bathroom at a disgusting bar.
I've done that before.
I'm
Pretty
unavailable
hot.
for that.
Oh, and I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
and I don't know what that is
I
in my
think it's
psyche.
fine. I wish. Nah, I don't.
I think that's
in the past. I
testosterone.
have wished that did anything for me, because that's the thing is even when I'm in between relationships, like I can't just have sex. I just can't do it.
I wish. I think now I'm so detached from sex that I just like if I do have an emotional connection with somebody, I'm like, oh, this is
It
it freaks me out. I did.
Yeah.
I had one.
I think that's how I'm going to be for a
January,
while.
you know, freaked me
I'm
out.
afraid of it.
Oh yeah, it freaked me out. I'm like I've never had a connection like this with a guy in like years. Like it was like so sensual, and I was like, Okay, well, bye. And he's like, oh, do you not want to get brunch? I'm like, no, you have to leave now. And he was like,
He was trying to
Are
date
you in
you.
therapy?
oh yeah. Oh, and then he ghosted me, and then I called him out, and guess what?
But maybe
lied
he
to me.
ghosted you because he was like, she's obviously not that into me.
Oh, he was a lot. It's fine.
You didn't want to go to brunch. He's like, she doesn't want to be
But it's like
seen.
I was like so weird that I was like I'm so not used to like a man like
You ran. It's like,
I was like I can't do this. And he's like, I really want to take you brunch. I'm like, I can't look at you right now.
yeah, because you're like,
I
well, then
must leave.
if I go to brunch and then you ghost me, it's like, then it's more emotional.
It's too much.
And
That's the
then
problem.
it's
So I just have my toad is going crazy right now. My hands are so itchy. I gotta sit on my hands.
oh no, you need calamine lotion.
No, nothing works. I think I push him away now. I'm like, I can't even allow a man in. I'm like, no. When a guy stepped over like a month ago, I'm like, you're sleeping over? He's like, should I go? I'm like, I mean, I guess you can sleep over. And I was annoyed. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like, a man wants to sleep over with me, and I'm wildly pissed off at him.
Yeah, no, it's like
I get
being avoidant.
I get that though, because you like to fart in bed and you have your moment.
Yeah.
When I've been single for a long time, like you get to your, it's
You're
very
comfortable.
hard to let someone break into my space. I
you're like-
totally get that.
yeah, I sleep in the mid, like,
Because you're used to like after the date being able to let your hair down and relax and be yourself and not have someone else in your space. A sleepover is a thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a whole thing. It's like you have to change around your routine because now there's a person.
And I'm
Even
like,
now, sometimes
share
like
the
last
bed.
week or something, or maybe even this week, Dave was like, I'm in Culver City. I'm like at a show with my, like, should I stop by? And I kind of was like, not really tonight. Like, I just didn't want to have to put I was tired. I didn't want to have to put forth the extra effort.
Yeah.
because you do
And
feel
that's
like you have to
okay.
be, even when you're in a long-term relationship, there
Yeah.
is that little part of like, you got to be a little on or feel like keep the whatever
Yeah.
allure alive. So you're like, I just want to like, do a puzzle and fart on my couch. It's also like, I'll know.
That's exactly what I wanted
I
to do.
know.
That's exactly
You love your puzzle.
what I wanted to do. I wanted
Yeah.
to kiss my cat so much.
Ah, right,
And
right, right.
Dave doesn't, I don't want to say he doesn't let me puzzle when he's over, but he doesn't like to be ignored for me to.
yeah,
For you to be like, no, I'm one corner away. And he's like,
I
okay.
I can't puzzle. Puzzling's a by myself activity.
Solo activity.
Yeah, it
You're
seems
not a
like
group
it's- I'll
puzzle.
tell you
Unless
right
he
now,
unless he falls asleep. He fell asleep early the other night.
And you're
Finished my puzzle.
really got
This
excited.
is like where a disgusting man would be like, she passed out and I went and jerked off. Just something like, you're like,
Yeah.
And
it's puzzle time.
got a
Fell
question about
asleep
puzzling.
and it was
Yeah.
me time.
The question of puzzling. You do the puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Once you have it all done.
Yeah.
How long do you leave it there to take it in?
I take a picture of it. Now I take a picture of it. I didn't used to. I take a picture of it. I put it on my puzzles highlights on my Instagram. I put it in my story, and then I undo all of the pieces, which I also
Individually?
enjoy. It's a
Really?
sensory thing for me. Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
I cannot believe I do not have an autism diagnosis at this point in my life. Like it pisses me off.
Have you just gone to a doctor? Have you asked?
I went to a
your
therapist and she
therapist?
said that she wasn't the kind of person who could diagnose me with that. But I haven't asked a psychiatrist because I'm like good on my pills and stuff.
Well, if you want to talk to Trish.
But anyway, the sensory, like the pleasure of undoing the pieces,
Yeah.
I also very much enjoy. So I undo, and these are 1,000-piece puzzles, and I undo all of the pieces.
Put them back, put it away, that's it. And now,
Put it
where's
back
this
in the
puddle now? You keep the puzzles, you give it to somebody else? What happens to the puzzle?
You
Do
pass on
I
the
have
puzzles?
an enormous puzzle collection.
Have you redone
you
puzzles?
do puzzles? Yeah, I was going to say.
I have redone puzzles.
Do you time them?
No.
You know what? There's probably other
We
people.
shut that door.
There's
Getting
probably
loud.
other people that do this, and there should be like a puzzle. You know those things? You've seen those things in neighborhoods where it's like little like take a book.
Yes.
You should have that for puzzles.
I think it's too.
Or there should be a puzzle
dirty
community.
though. It's fingers. There's a lot of
I
touching.
think often about what to do with my puzzles because they also have missing pieces. Some of them have missing pieces. So I wouldn't want to resell them, but
I'm such a hoarder when I do a puzzle. I'm like, do I frame this? Should
Yeah,
I, like I,
yeah.
I should
That's why I'm
save
like,
it.
I don't think I've ever. I've never owned a puzzle in my life. I've never once been like.
I don't want to get rid of them. I like them. I do redo them sometimes, and I like love having them. But I don't know.
That's good.
Can't
you
I
have a thing
like
that you like.
collect them?
Yeah.
Like people have
collect
a
shit all the
shitload
time.
of
Yeah.
like books.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel like I should be able to keep
I collect
my
my
puzzles.
concert tickets.
Dave is constantly trying to get, not constantly, but he often tries to get me to resell my puzzles or donate them or
You're not
do them
like-
again.
you're
I'm
not-
like, I think that he thinks that it's wasteful. And I'm like, dude, this is like my, like
your happy
this
thing.
is my hobby.
Yeah.
You're- It's also like not like you're hoarding puzzles and have aisles in your house like a hoarder because
Also-
there's so many puzzles.
I try to remind myself sometimes, you know, when I was really wasteful is when I was smoking a pack of cigarettes a day and drinking fucking a shit ton of alcohol. Do
Yeah.
you know
Like-
how many bottles that was? That's a
Yeah.
lot. You know, that's
It's
a lot
also-
of like Well, I drink these now.
If you're gonna like reuse them or like whatever, I don't think there's anything weird about puzzles.
Thank you for supporting me on this.
Yeah, there's also gonna be like, I've never seen someone lean that far back to get the last sip out of a drink.
I
You-
wanted the last tip.
that was
Get a
acrobatics.
diagnosis.
And then you do it.
I
She's
don't
sucking
move my
back.
neck at all.
And then I do it too. I'm like, I
wanna
I'm just
say-
curious about the puzzle community because Deb Giovanni, another good friend of mine, also big puzzler, and I just
Deb DiGiovanni is a friend of mine also, but she didn't respond to my last text to her.
I
and
feel
I hope
bad.
that she's listening today.
I forgot to ask her. Yes, I did
reply.
talk to her. Yes, I did forget to ask her. I will call her on my way.
No, that's fine. If she wanted to talk to me, she would know where to find
You
me.
guys could co-puzzle
You could-
quietly
do you
on
like
Zoom next to
co-puzzling?
each other.
No, I don't.
No.
Puzzling is
It's
by
a solo
myself.
thing. Okay.
You never like to share because you have a system and it's
I
annoying.
will allow now. I will allow my family to work on a puzzle with me. I fucking hate it. Shit, my sister listens to this. I like doing puzzles with my family.
Look, she loves you enough to do something she hates, so that's nice.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's nice.
That is
That's
nice.
love.
That
You're
is
like,
love.
I actually hate
I don't
this,
like it
but
when
for you,
anybody touches my
I will do
puzzle
it.
pieces.
So somebody came into your house. Say I came over and I went over and fiddled
Dave,
around.
If he tries, I let him try, but he's like so bad at it.
if I came into your
Okay.
house and just put one puzzle piece in, would you notice? Would you come in and be like, "Who put this puzzle piece here?"
It depends on how far I was in the puzzle.
Okay.
I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't be like, "I put the puzzle
And
together."
you take it away and
but if
hide
you
it.
were like, if you were like checking on my cats that week or something,
And I did like half
and you
the puzzle.
came in and did like half the puzzle, I would
I think I might have done that once.
No, you didn't.
be sick.
Really? Oh my
no,
god.
I wouldn't be sick, but I would try to undo it.
Back
the
to where
way
it was.
Back
Yeah,
to
yeah,
where
yeah,
it was,
yeah,
so
Mess
that
all
I
the pieces
Okay,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
I would
Good
for
for
sure
you.
do
Have
that
you
to
have a
us.
dedicated hobby.
That's a good hobby. Do I have a hobby?
I don't have a solo hobby. I thought I was going to try to paint this week. I'm going to paint something. I'm not a painter, but I'll try.
Yeah, do
I do
that.
want to do. It's not a solo thing. I want to do a board game.
Do you want a
night.
puzzle?
I would take a puzzle.
I'll give you a puzzle.
I'll go to painter class
I'll
with you if you
try
want
to think
to.
of one that I
let's do
know
a
has all the
painting.
I'll do
pieces in it.
painting.
Yeah,
I almost went to college for visual art.
you did.
I was a bit of an artiste in high school.
Okay, well then I don't want to
Weird.
Paint with you.
No,
I'll
weird.
look-
It was weird. Art abstraction. It was weird.
I
I
took
love-
an
I
oil
love that.
painting class in college, and I was mortified by how much better everybody was than I was.
Ugh.
If you looked around the room, you would laugh so hard. Everyone else's paintings were like awesome and so good, and then you get to mine, and I looked like I was a fucking 8th grader. I was so
It's hard.
embarrassed.
And there's little
I
techniques
know
that
it's
like.
hard, but why isn't it hard for other people too?
Well, because they've probably been doing it a while. They learn techniques. Have you ever tried to
they
follow
were in the
along
same
to?
fucking grade as me. We were in the same goddamn class.
But they've probably been painting forever. Like
Yeah.
that wasn't a new class. They like
Yeah,
already
yeah,
like to do it.
yeah, yeah.
Have
It
you
was
ever
college
tried to?
class,
You
yeah.
know Bob Ross?
yeah.
You ever try
Yeah.
to follow along to those?
Oh,
that what you're
impossible.
supposed to
He's
do?
speed painting. Well, no.
Oh.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't.
I wish I
Is
could
that-
show
is that
you
what
a
he's doing
picture
now?
that I did trying to follow.
Oh, I did a
Ross is
6-episode
terrible.
Twitch series called Slobs, where I'd bring on an artist.
so funny.
I would interview them while we were drinking a drink. And there's one, I literally think I might have gotten oil paint in my drink. I was so fucked up. I was beyond fucked
so
up. I think I
funny.
said something that's probably, I don't even know what it was, but I'm like, that's the worst thing that could ever be said. I've just something like mean or whatever. Not racist, but just like
Yeah, me.
horrific.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
about probably someone I know or whatever,
Yeah.
but like just shit faced. But we would try to paint along while we interviewed.
Oh,
and it's
that's
like
fun.
he's a speed painter.
Yeah.
It's fucking you're like
Blacking out and oil painting do not mix.
No,
if
no,
you
no, no,
don't
no.
wash your hands off very thoroughly immediately after you stop oil painting, I've left the paint on my hands, and then when I washed it off, my hands were silver because I left it on for too long.
oh yeah.
It's toxic. That's fucking terrible.
That's
for
why
you.
like there's painters who went crazy and stuff. You know, we stopped. Well,
No.
we stopped for
I will say,
into
I
the
think
episodes, but
my sister can relate to you. I made this thing. She took the same art class as me in high school, and I made this like really cool like eagle, and she chiseled it out of this weird material, and my dad kept it. And then she made.
oh no.
She said it was a seal head, but she clearly just took the blob, put it on a thing, jabbed 2 eyes in it, and then my dad kept it for years. And I one day I was like, "What is this?" He's like, your sister was so bad at art, but we just had, and she has like, I can hear you like this. And my dad still has, it's so comical. I'm going to go home and find it, and I'll find a photo of it. It's embarrassing. Like she was old enough that it's a seal head, 2 eyes, nothing. It was just like a blob with, it's a blob. It's a blob. It's a blob.
I just had this happen when my mom was like getting ready to move, and I went out to Utah to like help her pack stuff, and I picked up this little like clay colored, like red clay colored statue, and I went, oh. And she goes, yeah, it's just some fucking stupid cat or something your brother made years ago, but I didn't want to get rid of it. And I was like, it's a dog, and I made it. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's a dog. It's very clearly a dog. And mine, she's like, okay. And
she kept it.
It's so ugly.
Guys, we are over an hour. Should we wrap it up?
We gotta wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Thank you so
Really
much
quick.
for listening.
You're doing a puzzle? What are you doing? We're gonna let's paint. Let's puzzle.
Let's paint. I don't want to puzzle. I'll paint.
I have an easel. Let's come over. I got
You have an
paint.
easel.
I have paint. I have paints. I have canvas.
Let's paint.
And absolutely no skill. If you want to join for painting, we can paint.
Thanks. That's too much of a drive for a thing I'm bad at.
Yeah.
I'm gonna paint a puzzle.
Yeah.
Not one of my puzzles. I guess you can have it. I care about you, and I have.
I meant like I'm
a
gonna.
lot.
The painting will look like a
But
puzzle.
man, my Amy Stewart's. I mean, I have.
you know the artist of the puzzles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You're deep.
I only.
This is.
Yeah.
Amy Stewart is like the Danielle Steele of puzzles.
Yeah.
That's a weird reference.
No, it's
a
good.
writer.
That's a very good reference.
Not with
Georgia
sexual
O'Keeffe
puzzles.
for puzzles.
No,
You
she
should do
just
sexual
every
puzzles.
piece
That I
is
would do.
different, and they're really intricate and pretty, and they put me in a good place.
Wow.
Maybe I'll get into porn puzzles. That I would
That'd
do.
be great. I'm gonna start taking people's Bumble profiles and making them puzzles. Like a psychopath.
That's insane. Okay, that's crazy. Let's wrap it up. Thank you for tuning in. Slobs Pod. Follow all of us on Instagram.
Go leave a rating and a review on
Yeah.
iTunes. If you listen somewhere else, do it somewhere else. But go there. We see the numbers, and there's the ratio of people listening versus the ratio of you have reviewed. We know you're there. We know you like it because you're still listening.
Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Tell people. Come be a slob with
Everybody.
us.
Bye.
Bye.
Follow the podcast at Slobs Pod. Follow me at Lara Bites.
Follow me at Steph Tolev.
Follow me everywhere on the internet at JMS Comedy.